Falcons Nation, buckle up. The 2025 NFL offseason is in full swing, and the Atlanta Falcons are at the heart of some jaw-dropping storylines that have the entire league buzzing. From a defense poised to dominate with a breakout star leading the charge to a quarterback saga that's raising more questions than answers, there's no shortage of drama in Atlanta. What's the latest on the player who could redefine the Falcons' defense? And why is a $180 million quarterback suddenly on the outside looking in? Before we dive into the details, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more explosive Falcons content, and drop a comment below with your take on these game-changing developments. Let's get into it. Let's start with the heartbeat of this Falcons defense, a player who's turning heads and raising expectations across the NFL. Linebacker Kaden Elliss is coming off a career-defining 2024 season, and the buzz around Flowery Branch is that he's on the verge of something even bigger. Last year, Elliss racked up 151 tackles, 85 solo, 66 assisted, along with 5 sacks, 1 interception, and a forced fumble. That interception, his first ever, came in Week 16 against Washington Commanders rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels, a moment that had Falcons fans roaring. But it's not just the stats that make Elliss special. According to Pro Football Focus, Elliss posted a 26.5% pass rush win percentage last season, a number that towers over every other defender who played at least 150 snaps. That's right, no one else even cracked 17%. This guy is a quarterback's nightmare, getting after the passer on what feels like every single play. With new defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich dialing up aggressive schemes, Elliss is the centerpiece of a unit that's ready to flip the script on Atlanta's defensive reputation. Now, let's talk about the new blood joining him. The Falcons drafted Jalen Walker, a hybrid linebacker with freakish athleticism, and James Pierce Jr., a first-round edge rusher who's already drawing comparisons to elite disruptors. Add in Divine Deablo, another athletic marvel, and you've got a defensive front that could vault Atlanta into the top half of the league in sacks. Last season, the Falcons ranked a dismal 31st in sacks, unacceptable for a team with playoff aspirations. But with Elliss leading the charge and this new talent around him, 2025 could be the year Atlanta's defense becomes a force to be reckoned with. So, Falcons fans, imagine this: Elliss, Walker, and Pierce Jr. converging on quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts, forcing turnovers and swinging momentum. If this group stays healthy, we're talking Pro Bowl nods, maybe even All-Pro, for Elliss. Are you ready to see this defense dominate? Let's keep it rolling and dive into the other side of the ball, where things get a lot messier. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. What's going on with Kirk Cousins? Falcons Nation, this one's got everyone scratching their heads. A year ago, Atlanta signed Cousins to a massive 4-year, $180 million contract, banking on him to lead the team back to the playoffs. At 6-3 last season, the Falcons were sitting pretty atop the NFC South, with Cousins delivering clutch performances. But then, everything unraveled. With 3 weeks left in the 2024 season, the Falcons made the shocking decision to bench Cousins. Why? Was it his play? The stats tell a rough story: 9 interceptions and 0 touchdowns in the final stretch. Or was it an injury he kept under wraps? Reports suggest Cousins was battling ankle and shoulder issues, sapping the zip from his throws. But here's where it gets murky. Did Cousins fail to disclose the full extent of his injuries, leaving the coaching staff in the dark? And if so, is Atlanta punishing him for it? Let's break it down. Cousins is no stranger to scrutiny. He's been a lightning rod for debate throughout his career, with critics questioning whether he's truly elite. But last season, before the wheels came off, he had the Falcons in playoff contention. The guy's a proven veteran, with 13 years in the NFL and a knack for delivering in big moments. So why does it feel like Atlanta's ready to move on from him less than a year into that mega deal? Enter Michael Penix Jr., the Falcons' first-round pick in 2024. Penix looked sharp in limited action last season, and the fan base is buzzing about his potential. But here's the kicker: Atlanta's first 5 games in 2025 are brutal, with 4 opponents coming off playoff runs. If Penix struggles, will head coach Raheem Morris turn back to Cousins? Or is the team so burned by the injury secrecy that they'd rather roll with a third stringer than give Cousins another shot? This isn't just about football, it's about trust, loyalty, and the pressure of a fan base desperate for a winner. Falcons fans, you remember the highs of 2016, the heartbreak of 28-3, and the lean years since. Cousins was supposed to be the answer, but now he's a question mark. Will the front office give him a chance to redeem himself, or is his time in Atlanta already over? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you want Cousins back under center, or is it Penix time? Let's zoom out and look at what this means for the Falcons in 2025. On one hand, you've got a defense that's ready to take a massive leap. Kaden Elliss is the kind of leader who can rally a unit, set the tone, and make quarterbacks rethink their life choices. With Jalen Walker and James Pierce Jr. learning from him, this group could be the backbone of a playoff push. But on the other hand, the quarterback situation is a powder keg. If Penix falters and Cousins isn't trusted, where does that leave Atlanta? Here's the reality. The Falcons can't afford another 7-10 season. The NFC South is winnable, but Tampa Bay and New Orleans aren't standing still. The pressure is on Raheem Morris and GM Terry Fontenot to get this right. If Elliss and the defense deliver, they could carry the team through early struggles. But if the quarterback drama drags on, it could derail everything. Let's talk intangibles for a second. Ellis's rise is a story of grit, a former 7th-round pick who clawed his way to Pro Bowl caliber play. That's the kind of heart Atlanta needs. Meanwhile, Cousins' situation is a reminder that even big money contracts don't guarantee security in the NFL. This team is at a crossroads. Lean into the defensive surge and sort out the quarterback mess, or risk another season of what-ifs. So, Falcons fans, where do we go from here? The 2025 season is shaping up to be a roller coaster. Kaden Elliss could be the breakout star who puts Atlanta's defense on the map, but the Cousins-Penix saga is the wild card. Will Atlanta stick with Penix even if he stumbles out of the gate? Will Cousins get a shot at redemption, or is he destined to ride the bench? And how will this defense, with its mix of veterans and young studs, stack up against the NFL's best? Here's what we know. The Falcons have the pieces to be a contender, but it's all about execution. If Jeff Ulbrich's aggressive schemes unlock Elliss, Walker, and Pierce Jr., this defense could be a game changer. But if the quarterback situation remains unresolved, it could hold the team back. The first 5 weeks will be critical. Mark your calendars and get ready for a wild ride. Falcons Nation, this is your team, your story, your season. What do you think? Can Kaden Elliss lead this defense to greatness? Should Kirk Cousins get another chance, or is it time to fully embrace Michael Penix Jr.? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. If you loved this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on your Atlanta Falcons. As always, rise up.